There are many types of filter that you can attach to the front of your lens. Some of them screw on and others are used with an adapter. Here we'll take a look at 3 of the most commonly used filters. UV filters are on each lens I use. It's a simple clear glass filter that provides some protection to the front element of the lens. Cleaning glass must be done carefully as sometimes slight scratching can occur. With a UV filter attached to your lens, you virtually never have to clean the actual lens, only the filter. Over time, if the filter becomes scratched, it is cheap and easy to replace. This filter also blocks a certain amount of ultraviolet light from reaching your sensor. Polarizing filters help cut down glare and reflections. They can also make a blue sky look more saturated. This type of filter has 2 pieces of glass sandwiched together. The outer ring of the filter has a small marker. When it is rotated so the marker is towards the direction of the light source, the filter will eliminate the maximum amount of reflection that it can. These filters are great when you're photographing at the beach or a lake. Neutral density ND filters reduce the amount of light coming into your lens. They do not affect the colours at all. These filters come in varying degrees of strength and are measured in stops, just as aperture, shutter speed and ISO are. ND filters are typically used in situations where the light is very bright and you want to use a slower shutter speed or a wider aperture setting. Photos of waterfalls with that lovely silky look are usually made with the help of an ND filter. To achieve that silky look, you need to use a slow shutter speed. If it's a sunny day, you may not be able to set a shutter speed slow enough to get the right look without using an ND filter to block some of the light. A polarizing filter cuts light by about 2 stops, so you can use it to help reduce the amount of light as you do with an ND filter. Sometimes I use a 4-stop ND and a polarizing filter to cut the light down by 6 stops. If you can't, then get a jug of water and a glass, or 2 glasses would do. You're going to be pouring water from the jug into the glass and it might spill, so choose a location where it won't matter. You'll need to pour the water so it splashes a bit and doesn't stay as an even, smooth flow. Mount your camera on a tripod or a firm surface where you can photograph the action of the water being poured. With your camera set to manual mode or shutter priority, set your exposures using the slowest shutter speed you can. Do the same if you're photographing a waterfall or a fountain. To do this, you'll need to set your camera to the lowest ISO setting and the narrowest aperture, the highest f-stop number on your lens. Make note about what your shutter speed is. Pour the water into the glass from a height of about 50 centimeters, about 1.5 feet, and make some photos as you do it. Now put your ND or polarizing filter on your lens and adjust your shutter speed setting to balance the exposure. Make a note of what your shutter speed is. Pour water into the glass again and make some photos as you do it. If you're using a polarizing filter or only have a 2-stop ND filter, you may need to try completing this challenge in a location where it's not too bright. Look closely at the pouring water in both sets of photos. Can you see the difference between them? You should see the water looking more blurry in the photos when you use the filter. If you have a polarizing filter, find some reflections on windows or on a pond or a lake, and experiment rotating your filter to see how much of the reflections you can eliminate. Key points for this lesson are: 3 common filters are UV, ND and polarizing. UV filters also help protect your lens. Using an ND filter allows you to set a slower shutter speed or wider aperture.